While walking in the park, Tyrone saw a woman who had stumbled. No doubt, he approached her and helped her. Tyrone couldn't see the woman's face because of the woman's shoulder-length hair that was dark and blocked by it. Tyrone broke the deafening silence by saying,
Um, Miss, are you okay?
"Oh, yes, I'm fine, thank you." The woman replied. Tyrone announced that he was leaving. When Tyrone was about to step to leave the place, the girl suddenly spoke.
Just a moment, sir. Can't you hand me my cane?
Can't you see it?
Tyrone replied.
That's right.
The woman said with a low voice. Tyrone handed the cane to the woman and helped her to stand. As they walked, Tyrone spoke.
What's your name, young lady?
Aprillyn Vellarde. You, sir, what's your name?
Tyrone Zapanta. Yeah, that's my name.
Tyrone replied. When Aprillyn parted her hair, Tyrone saw the girl's beautiful and gentle face, with a piercing medium nose, thin lips, and cheeks. Tyrone didn't realize that they had arrived at Aprillyn's house because Tyrone's attention was focused on the girl.
I live here.
Aprillyn said calmly.
How did you know this if we've already arrived and you can't see?
Wondering question and amazement at the girl.
I haven't seen in a long time. I have trained myself how to go to the park alone and go home alone.
Aprillyn responded to Tyrone's question. When Tyrone heard it, he was amazed at the intelligence of the girl.
Alright, Aprillyn. I'll go first. Be careful. By the way, can I get your number to assure your safetyness?
When Tyrone said with a nervous and slightly trembling voice.
Okay, here is my number, right? And as you know, I am a blind woman.
When Aprillyn said with a smile on her beautiful face. A few days passed, and they met again in the park, and he approached her and said,
How are you, Aprillyn?
Tyrone asked. Aprillyn immediately recognized the young man's voice and said,
I'm fine, how are you?
Aprillyn replied.
I'm fine too.
He replied with a smile on his handsome face.
Can we go for a walk?
The young man asked, and the young woman nodded and said,
All right, since you helped me that day, I think I owe you something.
He stared at her beautiful face and then he said,
Let's go then.
They walked around while Tyrone stared at her face the entire time.
Do you perhaps want to grab something like a drink?
Aprillyn asked to Tyrone.
Yeah, let's go buy some drink.
He said in a nervous tone, as he thinks that she knows that he is staring at her the whole time. At the cafe,
Good morning, ma'am and sir. What would you like to order?
the cashier said.
I'll take one Americano. And you, Aprillyn?
Tyrone asked Aprillyn for her order.
Is there any recommendation for today?
Aprillyn said to the cashier in calm voice.
I would like to recommend the caramel macchiato and the green tea matcha as they are both the best seller for today.
The cashier said.
I'll take the caramel macchiato, please.
Aprillyn replied.
And for your dessert, ma'am and sir, what would you like? We have the chocolate cake, strawberry banana cake, and the caramel vanilla cake.
The cashier said.
I'll try the strawberry banana cake.
Aprillyn replied.
Anything else, ma'am?
None, that's all.
That would be $75, ma'am.
The cashier said.
Oh, wait, here's my card.
Aprillyn said while giving the card to the cashier, but Tyrone interrupted her.
No, I'll pay for today.
No, it's my treat today, and thank you for helping me that day.
Aprillyn said casually.
As they sit together while waiting for their coffee and dessert, Tyrone cut to the chase.
I need to tell you something.
What is it?
Aprillyn said in a confused look.
I think I'm in love with you.
Tyrone said in a nervous tone.
Uh, are you serious?
Aprillyn said in a shocked voice.
Yes, I'm sure and I'm serious with that.
And Tyrone said in his deep voice while looking at her.
Aprillyn looked at him with her shocked eyes.
But how? I mean, why? Also, I'm blind.
I don't know. One day I just realized that I'm falling for you.
Really? But why? There's a lot of girls that's not like me. Like, blind. So, why me?
Do I need a reason to love you?
No! What I mean is, it's just unbelievable for someone to love me.
I guess so. But if you're thinking that I was joking, it's not. Please.
Tyrone said in low voice as he thinks that Aprillyn will reject him.
I think that's just from my shock. Can you wait for an answer? I'll call you.
Aprillyn said in embarrassed look to him. Aprillyn said while she walked away with her cane in her hand and a shocked feeling. Day passed and week came, but Aprillyn still haven't called Tyrone. And while waiting, Tyrone can't think properly with so much going on his mind. Then one day, a call arrived.
Hello? Is this Tyrone Zapanta?
Yes, I am that person. Can I ask who am I speaking to and what can I do for you?
Hi, this is Aprillyn.
Is this really Aprillyn?
Yes, it's me, Aprillyn, and I think about your confession to me and I say yes.
Huh? Yes to what?
I say yes to your confession.
Really? Yes, yes, yes!
Tyrone said while jumping in happiness. Weeks passed. As they start dating, a news came.
Hello, is this Aprillyn Vellarde?
Yes, I am. What can I do for you?
This is Dr. John Deere Smith, your ophthalmologist.
Oh, yes, Dr. Smith. Is there something wrong?
Someone donated eyes for you, but that person wants to be an anonymous.
The doctor said, with a smile on his face for his patient to see the world.
Really? That's true? When is the operation, Doc?
Next week, February 2, 2022, at exactly 2 p.m. You still have a week. Goodbye. Have a nice week.
Okay, Doc. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Have a nice week too. Mother! Mother!
Aprillyn is calling her mother as she shouts it so loud even her neighbors hear it. What's wrong, baby? Did something happen to you?
Dr. Smith said that someone will donate their eyes for me, but that person wants to be anonymous. I want to know her or him so I could thank him or her somehow.
But baby, it's her or his decision is that if he or she wants to be an anonymous, so be it. That's their choice. Or maybe they are shy or scared.
Sorry, Mother. I think it's just from my overacting mood. I just want to thank him or her somehow. Then, Mother, could you call my boyfriend?
Of course, baby. Wait a minute. Hello? Is this Tyrone Zapanta?
Oh, may I ask to whom am I speaking with?
I am Aprillyn's mother.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Citrus.
My daughter, Aprillyn, wanted to talk to you. Here she is.
Ellena said while giving the phone to her daughter, Aprillyn.
Hi, Aprillyn. How are you? Is everything okay?
No, everything's fine. But the amazing news is I'm getting a surgery.
That's good, baby. And I want to thank him. What's his name?
Dr. Smith said that that person wants to be anonymous. So, I didn't bother to ask.
By the way, babe, do you want to celebrate? Let's have a date every single week.
Really? You will do that for me? Thanks, babe. I am excited for this day. I'm counting this day by day.
Aren't you worried about your surgery? I'm so worried about this, babe.
Babe, why are you so scared? Dr. Smith is the most expert on this level. He did so many surgery that went so well.
Well, even though he's a professional ophthalmologist, we can't say that it's always successful. By the way, I'll hang up first. I need to go to a meeting. Love you.
Bye, I love you too.
A week came by, and as the time go by, Aprillyn's surgery is getting closer and closer. But Tyrone is getting more and more nervous as he remembers what the assistant doctor of Dr. Smith said to him.
Good morning. May I ask who are you?
Hello, I am Max Davis and I am Dr. Smith's assistant doctor.
Hello, Dr. Davis. Where is Dr. Smith?
Dr. Smith is on his vacation in Maldives. He will be back tomorrow.
Did he say something about you? Like, about the surgery?
No, but he did leave something here. A file. I think it says to Tyrone Zapanta. Let me read it for you, Mr. Tyrone. Mr. Tyrone, the procedure of the operation might not be easier as I thought. It may have a complications in you and it might risk your life as a result of dying. But for Aprillyn, she will be fine.
Thank you. Goodbye, Dr. Davis.
Goodbye, Mr. Tyrone.
As he leaves the room and walked through the empty hallway in the hospital, he felt the feeling of nervousness and devastation, but he always said to himself that
I'll do anything for the girl I really love, even if I lose my own life.
days passed. Tyrone bought a private jet called Saudi Prince Al Walid bin Al Al's Airbus 380, worth 502 million US dollars. He bought the plane for Aprillyn to travel the world. They arrive at the airport. A luxurious car is waiting for them. As they sit at the car, they go straight to Royal Adelaide Hospital in Adelaide, South Australia, where the surgery will happen.
Doc, we already arrived at the airport. Please make sure she is safe. If you need to end my life, then do it. You have my consent.
Tyrone said on a voicemail to Dr. John. Meanwhile, in Aprillyn's room, a nurse comes in and injects her a propofol for her to sleep. And when the nurse injected her, she said,
I'm so excited for this, and I want to thank my donor for this.
little did she know that the donor was her boyfriend. When Aprillyn falls asleep, a announcement came. Calling Dr. John Deere Smith and his assistant Dr. Max Davis. Please come to the west wing of the hospital to do the walk of honor. Once again, calling Dr. John Deere Smith and his assistant Dr. Max Davis. Please come to the west wing of the hospital to do the honor of walk. And lastly, calling all the doctors and nurses to come to the west wing of the hospital to do the walk of honor. Once again, calling all the doctors and nurses to come to the west wing of the hospital to do the walk of honor. Thank you. While Tyrone sitting on a bench near the chapel, a nurse came and said,
Good afternoon, Mr. Tyrone. Please come to the west wing of the hospital.
as the nurse leave, Tyrone looked up to the chapel while saying,
I guess it's time.
What's your name, young lady?
Aprillyn Vellarde.
I think I'm in love with you.
I say yes.
Really? Yes, yes, yes!
I want to see you soon and get married with you.
Soon you'll be able to see me. I love you, babe.
I love you too.
meanwhile, the two doctors in the office talking about the surgery.
Hey sir, what if Mr. Tyrone didn't make it?
Well, I don't know. I guess that Aprillyn will be on her own now. Then she will marry another guy.
That's gonna hurt him, seeing the girl he loves marrying other boy.
It will hurt so much for him, but still we need to do all we can to save their lives, so they can live and have a family.
Yes sir.
In the west wing, as they line up, Tyrone arrives. He stopped in a minute, while all of them became silent, looking at him. They look at him in a minute, and then they start clapping. And then tears came running to his cheeks. In the operation room, Tyrone was thinking all the memories he made with Aprillyn. Then he fell asleep. After 6 hours of surgery, it was all complete. But Tyrone was in a coma. He nearly lost his life, yet he still fights. Also, Aprillyn was in coma. 2 days passed. Aprillyn woke up from the coma.
Check for her vitals.
Stable, sir.
Good. Let's go.
Dr. Max, wait.
What?
Look at her.
Call Dr. Smith now.
Yes, Dr. Max.
A few moments later, the doctor arrived.
How are you feeling?
I can see now, Doc. Thank you very much. I feel fine.
Well, great job to you two for fighting. I'll be off now. I need to go back to States now. My other patients are waiting for me.
Goodbye, Dr. Smith. Thank you very much. Dr. Max, are you still there?
Yes, I am still here.
Can you do me a favor?
What is it?
Can you call my boyfriend Tyrone?
Unfortunately, I can't, but let me call your mother. She will tell you everything.
Wait, did something bad happen to him? Please tell me, Dr. Max.
Well, I can say it.
Oh, alright, thank you.
Welcome. Hello, good afternoon, Miss Citrus. Your daughter is now awake and she's asking about her boyfriend, Tyrone.
She's awake! Wait, don't tell her anything about Tyrone. It's not a good time.
I didn't tell her anything.
Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, Miss Citrus, goodbye.
Hours later, her mother arrived.
Aprillyn, oh, my dear beautiful daughter. How are you? Do you feel fine? Tell me.
Be careful, mother, please. One question at a time, but let me ask first.
Go ahead.
Where's Tyrone?
Oh, let's talk about your donor first.
No! Tell me about Tyrone now! Please.
No, it's not the time to tell you.
Why? Please tell me something about him.
He he is your donor.
What? Where is he now? I want to see him right now.
No, when I said no, no.
Why, mother? Why?
Because he's dead. He died yesterday. Doctors do all the things to save his life, but they couldn't save him.
No, no. Why did he leave me just like that?
As Aprillyn cried all day, all night, all weeks, and the past months came by, she couldn't move on. But a year later, Aprillyn learns how to move on and to manage a big company of her boyfriend. And she even started a business to help blind people to see the world, and created her own will that when she dies, all her assets will be donated to all kinds of charity. And then one day, Aprillyn had an heart attack. She was immediately rushed to a hospital, but she died at the age of